My name is Jack Belford.
I'm Nora Belford.
I've been with Light of Christ for almost 18, 19 years.
Also been here about 18, 19 years.
I work in production as one of the directors of production.
I've been involved in food pantry, welcome ministry, a little bit of production, and I'm sure there's more.
Quite a bit. I remember we were at home and I was telling Nora just how things were just empty in my heart. There was something missing. There was a hole, and I couldn't figure out. I didn't know what it meant. I really didn't at all. And I was talking to my sister June. She's my twin sister, and my father at the time too. And I was explaining to them, but they were saying, there's a place for you. Just you'll find it. But my sister says, go out the front door, drive up the street, and you'll see what you're looking for. And guess what? I was going right up the street, and Light of Christ sign was right there. So Nora and I attended a 5 o'clock service, and we've been attending ever since. Jesus came into my heart, and I said yes to Jesus. Before that, I really wasn't a passionate person around Christ. Sure, I knew who Jesus was, but there was no faith. There was no belief in Jesus as my Savior. It was just, I know who Jesus is, like as if I looked up somebody in the dictionary. But when I came here to Light of Christ, a song was played at the front of the altar, and it was more precious than silver. And there's a backstory to that, because what it meant was, money was my God for a while. So I fell to my knees and said yes. That's my story.
The church I was at previously, I just attended on Sunday. I didn't participate in anything beyond that. Angel Tree, I think, was the first thing that came up right after we started coming here, and I jumped all over that. And then from there, the door just opened and it kept going. So it was awesome.
That's one thing that Light of Christ offers, and that's one of the exciting things about it, is that you see so many things that are going on here at Light of Christ. It's not like you just have come in on Sunday and go home on Sunday. There's so many opportunities just to serve. There was an opportunity for me to serve in an area that I had some knowledge in, had some previous experience in. I played drums at a studio in Wheaton, and we did music for Wheaton College. And we did it for Hallmark and various other clients that we had. And I was exposed at that time in the mid-'80s. This is 1984, 1985 time frame. I was exposed to Christian music, but I was not following Christ. So God had, I think back then, prepared me for what God would want to use my talents here today at Light of Christ.
I had the most unique opportunity. I had lost my job, and I was totally floundering on what to do every day. Kind of like, do I go back to work? Do I retire? What do I do? And then all of a sudden, we're moving. And we have to go to a new church. And the people that were helping us move because of COVID suddenly weren't able to do that. I was, asked and thoroughly enjoyed stepping up to that challenge of moving this entire church with Cub Scouts and Cub Scout dads and all these vans pulling up and just putting stuff in the welcome center and then having to put it all away. And it was amazing. I never felt so fulfilled and so, needed, and for this type of a purpose. It isn't like someone needed me to go paint a wall in their house. This is a purpose that had a lot of meaning.
Giving to the Lord through Light of Christ Church is not a burden. It's a passion. Sometimes I think when people say, you need to give your first fruits or your tithe and so on, sure, if you want to think about it in a mathematical Excel type of way, sure, you can do that. Put an Excel sheet, figure out your 10%, and whatever comes out, that's what you get to deliver. Or you think about it with your heart, and guess what? That number of 10% usually changes quite often, usually up the upside. And it's not that it hurts you, it helps you. And I think God gives back every part of what you think you've lost and then some. Because you didn't lose it. It just became an opportunity for other people to use that so that others can grow.
We give money every week, and then we donate to other things as well. And then I can see where that went. I can see what developed from that. And I can see a ministry grow, or I can see children grow, or just in all sorts of ways. And I just love transparency, and I just love to know that whatever my giving was, that it developed into something.
What excites me is those that have yet to experience who Christ is, those that are unchurched, that we have an opportunity to reach out to them in various different ways, whether it be through an online way or through our front door here at the building way. But for us to get the message out to say, this is a home for you, and Jesus Christ wants to welcome you into this church. Because I got to tell you something, if I can give someone the same feeling I had when I came in here, boom, done.